Hello, how are you, everybody? I hope you're all fine. I hope you're having fun at home, and I hope you are continuing to study. Okay, very good. Now, it's Wednesday, and it's time for another class. All right, so let's begin. Today, we're going to be on page 66, okay, in the book. Page 66. All right, now maybe it's different in your book. We need to make sure it's Unit 6, Lesson 4, Grammar and Pronunciation, okay? It's this page. So find this page in your book, all right? Now, to start, we have a little dialogue here, okay? So let's listen and read the dialogue, okay? Okay. So let's listen, okay, and read.
Have you listened to the African Children's Choir? No, I haven't. Let's listen. They're excellent. Has Callum seen this clip? Yes, he has. He loved it. Why is Callum singing now? He's practicing for the school choir. Has he ever sung in a choir? No, he hasn't. He needs to practice more.
Okay, very good. Callum doesn't seem like a very good singer. Good. Did you understand? Okay. If not, you can pause the video, go back, and read and listen again. Okay. Very good. Do you remember the word choir? The group of people who sing? Okay, very good. Now, today we're going to look at some more grammar. All right. We're going to continue with present perfect. Okay. Now, in the last, not the last class, but the class before, we had a look at some present perfect. Okay, but just with one verb. Okay, we say I have been. I have been to a concert. I have been to London. Or we can ask questions. Have you ever been? Have you ever been to a play? Okay, so we're going to continue. Okay, except today we're going to look at using other verbs. Okay, so we're going to expand our vocabulary. Okay, so let's take out our notebooks first. Okay, let's take out our notebooks. Good. Now, the title today again is present perfect. Okay, present perfect. And the date today is Wednesday, the 1st of April, 2020. Very good. So, first, okay, we can copy this in our notebook. Oh, excuse me. Okay, good. So, like I said before, we use present perfect to talk about experiences. Okay, so things you've done in your life. Okay, for example, I have eaten crocodile. I have sung in a choir. Okay, now when I tell you my experiences, I don't tell you when or where. All right, I don't say any details. I just tell you the action. Okay, so this is how we use present perfect. All right, now with present perfect, we have to use the past participle of the verb. Okay, we have to use the past participle of the verb. Okay, so that means the verb plus ed. Okay, just like past simple, verb plus ed. So if you have the verb play, okay, the past participle is played. All right, easy. Okay, so we can say I have played. Now for irregular verbs, okay, the word changes. And unfortunately, we just have to remember the word. Okay. Each verb in English has three forms. We have the infinitive, the past simple, okay, and the past participle. For irregular verbs in your book, you have a list. Okay. And let's have a look at the list now. So in your book, I think on page 26, you have a list of irregular verbs. Okay. So this is the infinitive, which is the normal version of the verb. This is the past simple. But what we want is the third column here, the past participle. Okay. So if we're going to make a sentence in present perfect, all right, we have to use the verb in this form, in the past participle. All right. Now, this is only for irregular verbs. Regular verbs use ed. Okay. Very good. Let's go back to our other page. So, unit 6. Okay. Good. Good. So, okay, here are some verbs that we're going to use today, all right, and the past participles. Now you can copy this into your notebook as well. Okay. All right, so sing becomes sung, write is written, make is made, eat is eaten, and see is seen. Okay? Copy this into your notebook. Very good. Now when you're finished, okay, we can copy this table as well. Okay, so just telling us how to make a sentence with present perfect. All right, so you take the person, have or has, all right, and then you take the verb in the past participle, and then you can add any other extra bits of information. All right. So, okay, again, you can look at my examples. I have eaten crocodile. Right? I have sung in a choir. I have sung in a choir. Okay. Now, remember, if you're talking in the third person and you say he or she, we have to say has and not have. Okay. Good. Copy this into your notebook. All right. And when you're finished, I want you to write 2 sentences about your experiences. So just something interesting that you've done in your life. Okay. So just like my 2 examples here, I want you to make 2 sentences for you, okay? And if you can, try and use one of these verbs, okay? So for example, you can say, I have seen the new Star Wars movie, for example, okay? You write 2 sentences. Very good. All right, finished? Now, we can also make questions, okay? Now, just like we did before, 2 classes ago, have you ever been to a play? Have you ever been to a choir? Okay, so exactly the same, all right, except, all right, we're going to use different verbs, okay? So we say, have you ever, and then we use the verb in the past participle, okay? So I have two examples here, all right? Have you ever played tennis? Have you ever seen the Eiffel Tower? Okay, and we can answer, yes, I have, or no, I haven't. Okay, yes, I have, or no, I haven't. I'll put this over here. Okay, so copy this into your notebook. Okay, so you say, have you ever, all right, and then you put the verb in past participle. You can copy my examples, all right, copy down the short answers, all right, and when you finish this, I would like you to write 2 questions of your own. Okay, have you ever eaten kangaroo? Have you ever written a poem? Okay, You make 2 questions, okay, in your book. Have you ever, and then try to use one of these verbs, okay? Very good. All right, remember you can pause the video if you need time. Good. Let's go back to our pupils book. Okay, now if you want some more explanations, we can look in the box here. Okay, good. Let's have a look here at exercise 3. Now, we have to circle the correct one. Number 1, it says we use the present perfect simple or the past simple to talk about our experiences. Well, right, as I've told you, we use present perfect to talk about experiences. Okay, so we're going to underline. Okay, we use present perfect simple. Okay, to talk about our experiences. Now, pay attention because this is important. If we say when we did it, we use the past simple. Okay? So if we just say the action, just the experience, okay, we use present perfect. If you say when you did it, you use past simple. Okay? Look at these examples. All right? I've been to the circus. Okay? It doesn't say when, it just tells you the action. I've been to the circus, the experience. Now, the second one is in past simple. I went to the circus last year. Because they say last year, okay, we use past simple because it says when, all right? So remember, to talk about experiences, we use present perfect. If we want to say when we did it, we use the past simple, okay? Now, let's continue. Now, in the text, let's find some examples of the present perfect. Okay. So we have one example here. Have you listened to the African Children's Choir? Has Callum seen this clip? Has he ever sung in a choir? Okay. So these are examples of present perfect. Okay. Good. Okay, let's continue. Okay, next we have some pronunciation. Okay, so you can just repeat the words at home. Okay, so just learning how to pronounce the E, all right, in the past participles, all right, because it has a certain sound. All right, so for example, okay, we have the word eaten. Eaten. Now, the E here, we don't say eaten, right? It's not the S sound. It's like a U. It's right? Eaten, taken. Okay? So that's how we pronounce it. Let's listen and repeat.
1. Have you ever eaten Chinese food?
You repeat.
2. Have you ever taken photos from a plane? 3. Have you ever written an email in English? 4. Have you ever given your teacher a present? 5. Have you ever ridden a horse? 6. Have you ever broken a promise?
Okay. Did you repeat all the phrases? Okay. Good. Make sure you pronounce the word correctly. Eaten, taken, written, given, ridden, broken. Okay, good. Let's have some practice. Let's go to our activity book. Now, in the activity book, we are going to go to looks like page 61. Okay, page 61. Lesson 4, Unit 6. Okay, grammar and pronunciation. Lesson 4, Unit 6. Okay. So let's have a look. All right. So it says, read and complete an interview with Carla. Use the correct form of the verbs. Okay. So this is Carla, and we have to ask her some questions. Okay. All in present perfect. Have you ever? All right. Now, all we have to do is choose the correct verb and put it in the correct form, which is the past participle. All right. Now, if you don't remember, just go back, have a look in your notebook. All right. Or you can look on the irregular verb list, okay, in the back of the book. All right. So we have the verb write. All right. The past participle is written. So we have to say, have you ever written a poem? Okay. And then once we've written the question, we have to answer. Okay. Now it's given us the yes or no. So we just have to say, okay, just like here, yes, I have, or no, I haven't. All right. Yes, I have, or no, I haven't. All right. So on your own, choose the correct verb. All right. Put it in past participle and put it in the correct question. Okay. And then write the answers. Pause the video while you do this. Okay. Have you finished? Let's correct. Good. Now, the first one was, have you ever written a poem? Okay, and Carla answers, yes, I have. Okay. Let's look at the second one. Have you ever Indian food? Okay, which verb? Okay, the verb is eat. Good. And so in past participle, it is eaten. So we should say, have you ever eaten, like this, Indian food? Now you can also say made. Okay, but because both are possible, right? It depends if you're talking about eating the cake or eating the Indian food or making the Indian food, okay? But I would say eaten, okay? Have you ever eaten Indian food? And then you can answer, yes, I have, okay? Like this, yes, I have. Number 3, have you ever a song in a concert? Which verb do we use? The verb sing. In past participle, sung. Okay, so it should be, have you ever sung a song in a concert? And then she answers, no, I haven't. Okay, like this. Good. Number 4, have you ever a Harry Potter film? Okay, so we're going to use the verb see. All right, and in past participle, have you ever seen a Harry Potter film? And she answers, no, I haven't. Okay, so write no, I haven't here. Number 5, again, you have to write have you ever, okay? Have you ever chocolate cake? Okay. So we're going to use the verb make, okay? Now, if you used the verb make before, you can use eat, okay? Eat as well, all right? But I'm going to use make. The past participle of make is made. So the question should be, have you ever made chocolate cake? Okay, but you could also have you ever eaten chocolate cake? And she answers, yes, I have. Good. Last one. Okay, there's only one more verb left, which is play. All right, now play is a regular verb, so it's just with ed. So the question should be, have you ever played volleyball? And she answers, no, I haven't. Okay, make sure you have all the correct answers written in exercise 1. All right, again, pause the video if you need time. Good, let's continue. All right, so from Carla's interview, okay, we're going to write sentences about her. All right, we're going to write sentences about the things she has done or the things she hasn't done. Okay, so we're going to go back to the exercise 1. We're going to look at each question and we're going to write it in a normal sentence. Okay, if she has done it, we'll write a positive sentence. And if she hasn't done it, we'll write a negative sentence. Okay, now remember to write a negative sentence. Okay, instead of saying has, you say hasn't, all right, with N apostrophe T, okay? Carla has, Carla hasn't, right? And we use has because it's the third person. It's like saying she, okay? So let's look at the example, all right? We said, have you ever written a poem? I said, yes, I have. So we're going to make a positive sentence. Carla has written a poem. Carla has written a poem, okay? We can do number 2 altogether, and then I'll leave you to do the rest on your own, okay? So the second question was, have you ever eaten Indian food? And she says, yes, I have. So we're going to make another positive sentence, okay? So just like the first one, Carla has, okay, and we take the verb, eaten Indian food, okay? Just like this. Carla has eaten Indian food, or made, depending on what you put. Okay, so we can write that here. Okay, actually, we'll do one more altogether because the next one's a negative one. Okay, so we'll do number 3 as well. So number 3 here was, have you ever sung a song in a concert? All right, and she says, no, I haven't. All right, so we're going to make a negative sentence. Okay, so instead of saying Carla has, we'll say Carla hasn't. Okay, and the verb sung a song in a concert, just like this. Carla hasn't sung a song in a concert. Okay, good. You understand? On your own, please do questions 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so seen a Harry Potter film, eaten or made a chocolate cake, and played volleyball. All right. And then you have to make, number 4 is a negative sentence, number 5 is a positive sentence, and number 6 is a negative sentence, okay? So finish the sentences on your own and pause the video if you need time. All finished? Let's correct, okay? So, number 4, all right? Have you ever seen a Harry Potter film? No, I haven't. So the sentence is, Carla hasn't seen a Harry Potter film. Okay, number 5. Have you ever made chocolate cake or have you ever eaten chocolate cake? Yes, I have. So we're going to make a positive sentence, all right? Carla has made or Carla has eaten a chocolate cake, all right? Good. And the last one, have you ever played volleyball? And Carla answers, no, I haven't. So we're going to make a negative sentence, okay? Just like this. Carla hasn't played volleyball. Okay, good. Did you get the correct answers? Okay, make sure you write your corrections in your book. All finished? Fantastic. Okay. Now, do you remember the E sound? Okay, in the past participle. Now, here we have to differentiate between the pronunciation and the words. In some words, the E makes an E sound, like this, festival. But some words, it makes an sound, like this, garden, right? So we're going to read each word and you have to decide which box you're going to write it in. Is it the sound or the sound? Okay, so I will read the words, you can repeat, and you can write them in the correct box. Okay, let's begin. Listen. Or listen. Wetsuit. Or wetsuit. Taken. Taken. Which box? Help. Help. Is it the or the Children. Children. Is it the sound or the sound? Leggings. Leggings. Okay, write it in the correct box. Umbrella. Umbrella. Okay. Steps. Steps. Write it in the box, whichever one you think it is. Open. Open. Which sound? And the last one, tablet. Tablet. Okay, did you write the words in the correct box? Let's see if we're correct. So in box number 1, with the S sound, we should have the words festival, wetsuit, help, leggings, umbrella, and steps. Eh. And for the sound in this box, we should have the words garden, listen, taken, children, open, tablet. Okay? Make sure you have all the answers in the correct space. Good. Now, the last thing that I would like you to do, okay, is I'd like you in your books to write 4 questions, okay, using have you ever, okay? Have you ever ridden an elephant, for example? I want you to make 4 more questions, okay? Now, you can use the verbs that we looked at in our notebook, all right? You can say, have you ever seen a ghost? Have you ever sung in a concert? Okay? You can decide, okay? And you don't have to use these verbs. If you want to use different verbs, you can, okay? Remember, you have your irregular verb list at the back of the book, all right? So you need to make 4 more questions just like this, okay? And when you've made your questions, okay, take a picture and you can send it to the email or to the WhatsApp, all right? But yes, and that's everything for today, okay? Very good, everybody. So, have a lovely weekend, okay? I look forward to reading your questions, all right? And, I hope you're all doing okay. And remember to keep studying, okay? It's very important, even if we're locked in our house, okay? Have a lovely weekend, everybody. See you next week. Bye-bye.